I love Zillow. I might be one of the only real estate brokers in California that will tell you I love Zillow. But we have to have a little bit of a reality check about what Zillow is and what it isn't. I think it's a great tool for not only agents, but the general public to be able to look up homes, see what's available in a city, compare options, be able to look at photos, maybe videos, read the descriptions of the home. It's a public MLS is what it is. It's great. The problem is when we give the authority bias to Zillow as if their zestimates are somehow the gospel, because they're not. They're simply mathematic equations where it takes a certain area without taking into account if you live above one street or below another, it might change your price. It takes a general area and it averages it. Same thing you would do on a calculator. You could just take every home sold, divide it by the number of homes sold, and go, okay, well, here's the price for square footage, so herefore that's what my house is worth. Real estate doesn't work that way. Zillow will even tell you that they don't differentiate between, let's say, living east or west of a certain street. There will be no difference between above or below a certain freeway, and that their estimates are usually 7 to 10% off in either direction. Now, the fun part of being a broker and listing homes is when Zillow is giving you an estimate that is actually below what you know you can get for the house. That's the easiest thing ever because you're delivering great news to the sellers. I'm going to tell you, you as a seller, and you know, you've already put your address in, you've already looked at what Zillow says the home's worth, and now you want to see what the agent says. And if the agent comes back and says, yeah, well, Zillow's wrong, actually, here are the comps and here's why, and we can actually get this much more, you're happy. Problem is, Zillow doesn't take into account the changing markets and either upward or downward pressure caused by either buyers or sellers in the economy. And right now, we are in a flex point. This entire year we have been. Things are changing, but it's very, very, very neighborhood and home specific. Well, there's no way that an algorithm online can account for that. That's why somebody needs to dive deep and understand who is buying, where they're coming from, what kind of loans they're using, what those negotiations look like, so that we have something real to compare it to and the way to strategize. So Zillow is extremely useful. And I love the fact that my clients' listings are on Zillow because I can also track how many times they've been looked at. And when you know, on average, a home in your area, how many times that should be looked at on Redfin, on Zillow, and the other sites, we can judge interest based on averages. And if there's some reason we're falling below that average, there are things that we can adjust in comparing. Is the photography right? Is the video right? Is the staging right? Is the description right? A lot of times, though, it comes down to pricing. And pricing is something, it's not a, we'll review your list price in 6 months. It's, we have to be watching the market daily and weekly and diving deep into who's coming on market, who's coming soon, who went pending, who fell out, who has lowered the price, who withdrew. Because at a time where you might be in a neighborhood where you have more buyers than the average, if one home goes under contract, we want to instantly be in front of the other potential buyers that were looking at that home when we go on market. Because a buyer who just lost something is more likely to make a quick and very generous offer faster than if we rely solely on the general marketing principles. You need an agent that can pull that off. And I'm going to tell you right now, most don't know how to make that happen.